Morning and welcome to this week's Spark Weekly Startup Newscast. Can't get my words out today. Goodness me, we have got an absolutely action-packed newscast for you this week with loads of information and opportunities, so dig in. First up, it's all good news on the funding front, at least as long as the bubble lasts. So post-Brexit, Britain is dominating the European Fintech Funding charts. So the UK Fintech sectors raised a total of $5.7 billion in the first half of 2021. And that's in a report from Innovate Finance. So that's 34% higher than 2020, which, could be expected because 2020, as we know, was a bit of an odd one, but it's also broken the record set in 2019 by 26%. We also saw 13 UK fintech companies in the first half of the year close mega deals of above 100 million. So in 2019, again, the record was 10 firms that broke that milestone. So this year we've already seen 13. So there's a huge push in the fintech industry for funding this year. Also globally, Dealroom have published some data that says global VC investments reached an all-time high in 2021, having already smashed last year's records with 2.3 times year-on-year growth. So since the start of the year to date, 264 billion euros has been invested globally, which is up from 114 billion for the same period in 2020. And over the past 6 months, Europe has been the fastest growing region for VC investment, attracting 49 billion, and that's outperforming even the USA, China and Asia. And we've also got the most unicorn cities, so 65 cities in Europe host unicorn companies as well. So that's incredible, but the news doesn't stop there. So it isn't just one country driving the growth, it's spread across the UK, France, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, but startups have raised more in the first 6 months of 2021 than in any other full year period. So they've all reached record annual investment levels with half the year left to go. There's also been an explosion of billion-dollar tech firms. So we're seeing 2 unicorns born every day, and now 170 cities that are home to at least one of those unicorns globally. Okay, moving on. Still on the tech front, the UK tech sector, cannot get my words out today. The UK tech sector has received almost twice the amount of Asian capital in the first 6 months of 2021 as it did during the whole of 2020 as well. So by the end of June, Asian and Middle Eastern investors had put over £1.7 billion into UK tech companies across 95 deals. That equated to 13.2% of total investments made in the country. So that stands at almost double the 1 billion invested during the whole of 2020. So great news on the funding front. So this year is clearly the year to get out there and get some money from the market. On a more regulatory note, the Bank of England is worried about stability issues caused by big tech cloud providers, and not in the way that you might think. So not just with some of the issues that we've seen over the last few weeks with cloud issues that have brought down temporarily some of the big company websites like Amazon and the BBC and what have you, but actually financial stability. So what the Bank of England is worried about is that financial institutions and big corporations are moving all their data to the cloud, and that gives a few big cloud service providers major responsibility over stability for those organisations. So there's potentially looking at some more regulatory framework supervision from the bank and the FCA to look at how to safeguard that area. So if you're working in the area of cloud service provision, then it's worth really digging into what's happening on that in the next few months. On to events. So we've got 28th of July, 10 till 12:30. The Knowledge Transfer Network are holding a digital manufacturing business meetup. So this session is to learn about the funding and business support available from Innovate UK and other support organisations, and also about how KTN can help you make valuable business connections. You can also introduce your own digital business to others. There'll be 5 3-minute spots available for pre-selected businesses, and you'll be able to network and speak directly with presenters and other participating businesses after the main event. So link in the comments for you to sign up for that one. On the 11th of August, which is a Wednesday, 1 till 2 p.m, Women in Innovation are continuing their Let's Talk About What I Wish I'd Known series. So helping empower more women to achieve their potential and to inspire entrepreneurial growth. So the Let's Talk About webinar series is designed to start conversations, share stories and provide inspirational advice. So link on that one in the comments as well. And then we've got a VC pitch event for immersive tech. So immerseuk.org are announcing a series of events focused on creating a bigger dialogue between immersive tech startups and the investment community. So there'll be a pitch event in autumn where XR startups can pitch their businesses to a panel of investors. If you're working on raising a seed round and would want to be considered, you can register your interest for that as well. 22nd of July, 12 till 1:30, the UK Business Angels Association and Fund Her North is welcoming female entrepreneurs and investors to explore effective strategies for managing growth and the challenges presenting post-pandemic as well. And they've got a keynote speaker of Alison Rose, CEO of NatWest, and of course author of the Alison Rose Review as well. So that sounds like a fantastic event. So that's 22nd of July, 12 till 1:30. A couple of other opportunities to have your say in the world of the startup ecosystem. So Bio Yorkshire are asking for input from agri-tech and biotech SMEs and entrepreneurs. They want to see how they can best support those entrepreneurs in Yorkshire, and they're helping to build a 10-year plan to cement Yorkshire region as the UK's centre of innovation and commercialisation in the bioeconomy. So the survey's got 7 questions, shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to complete, and you get put into a draw to win a bio-based goodie bag as well, so it's all good. So link in the comments to complete that one if you are in agri-tech and biotech and based in Yorkshire. Final profile one. Knowledge Transfer Network again is inviting all manufacturers. They're building some roundtables around accelerating innovation and technology adoption in the manufacturing sector. So they're happening between the 26th and the 29th of July. They'll bring various manufacturing sectors together. So that will include to explore the opportunities brought by the adoption of digital technology. So that includes AI, virtual reality, robotics, automation, 3D printing and cloud computing. So you can fill out an expression of interest to join the series of roundtables during the week. And if you'd like to be involved, you have to get your submission of interest in by the end of Friday the 16th of July, i.e. today. So click on the link and get your submission in quickly. Okay, funding and competitions. So EKA Ventures has closed their $95 million impact VC fund for sustainable consumption, healthcare and society. So the UK-based Eco Ventures has started investing in April 2020, and they are looking at early stage venture capital focused on the UK. So they want to invest in consumer technology companies focused on sustainable consumption, consumer healthcare and the inclusive economy. That fund will focus on the UK with between 500k and 3 million per deal. So if that sounds like your company, then get over to the EcoVentures website and find out more. The FutureRAND, and RAND stands for Radio Access Network, is launching, the FutureRAND competition is being launched with a £30 million backing to make the UK a pioneer in building 5G networks. So the competition is going to fund innovative R&D projects across the UK to speed up the adoption of a new breed of wireless communication technology, so Open RAN, Open Radio Access Network, and that allows equipment from multiple suppliers to be used in 5G networks and ends current dependence on one company's technology to function. To get a share of the 30 million, you need to submit proposals for projects that will help fast track the availability of viable Open RAN products and suppliers and create a stronger case for government and business investment in the technology. So there was an online briefing event on the 13th of July, which we didn't know about, apologies, but the deadline for applications for the competition is the 27th of August 2021, with winning projects expected to be announced in the autumn. Last thing on the list today, if you are still thinking about getting a Kickstarter employee, then it might be worth looking at Silicon Roundabout Academy, because not only do you get a Kickstarter employee, but the people that they supply through their gateway have also already been through the Roundabout Academy's training program. So specifically, they have got people trained as junior digital marketers, digital content writers, junior sales execs and business developers, junior event and community managers, junior graphic designer and video makers, programmers in HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and also office administrators and PAs. So if you want a bit of a value-added Kickstarter employee, then going through the Silicon Roundabout gateway could well be a good option. So link for that in the comments too. That's the end of the news for this week. The next 2 weeks we're going to have a summer break, so we won't be here. We'll be back in the start of August. Look forward to seeing you all then.